Good morning and welcome to the Virtual Village Hall. Today we're talking about microgreens, and as the name suggests, you don't need a lot of room to grow them. You don't even need a garden. A windowsill, a doorstep, a conservatory will do just fine. Now, before we start, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me this morning. Please do pop into the comments and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're gardening from. And what's your gardening style? Do you like to do pots and containers? Are you a gardening newbie? Or do you have a garden the size that you need to sit on a lawnmower to keep your grounds perfect? Well, whatever your style of gardening, microgreens are absolutely perfect, especially if you're a little bit impatient like myself, because they take as little as 2 to 3 weeks to grow and harvest. Now, you might think that microgreens are quite a new thing that's come along with the clean eating revolution or trendy restaurants. But think again, if you've ever taken a damp piece of kitchen roll and sprinkled mustard and cress seeds over it, or you've taken an eggshell, cleaned it out, drawn a funny face on it and grown mustard and cress hair, then you've grown microgreens. And you also know just how easy it is to do. Now, but don't stop with mustard and cress though. There is a whole world of flavour waiting for you. And so many vegetables can be grown as microgreens. But just a quick word of warning, not all vegetables have leaves that are edible. So if you are looking to grow some microgreens and ones that I don't suggest here today, then please just do a little bit of research before to make sure that the leaves are edible for humans. So what sort of vegetables can we use then? So I've got here some kale. They are perfect. So you know with kale, when they grow to maturity, when you get the leaves in the supermarkets, that they can be a little bit tough if they're eaten raw. Well, these are so fresh taste to them. So kale, great for microgreens. Another one of my favourites are the peas, pea shoots. You just let them grow, take the tops off and sprinkle them on your salads. And it is like eating peas straight from the pod. So fresh, so nice. Some other ones that you can use, I've got some beetroot here that adds some great colour to your plate. Another type of kale, again, some good colour, some real interest there on your salads. And I think possibly my all-time favourite, Sweetcorn. And it's one I'm going to show you how to do today. And it is like eating fresh sweetcorn straight from the plant. A few other seeds that you can try. Have a look around in your spice cupboard, and you can use things like the coriander seed. In fact, any leafy herbs are good for this. So fennel, coriander, basil, all those leafy herbs where you eat the leaves, parsley, are great for these micro leaves, because when you think about when you grow sort of a large herb plant, that's going to take quite a while. But as I said, 2 to 3 weeks, you can be eating these. Another type of one seed that you can use that you might find in your spice cupboard is fenugreek, a really, really interesting one. And I've also got some cumin, and then this is a fennel. So how do you go about doing it? Well, I did say it was easy, which is great for me, and nice and quick as well. So I've actually keep my microgreens in this wooden crate, and then I've got them growing in pots so that I can just swap them in and out as I harvest them and as I renew them. So this is a pot that I've reused. It's one that I bought a plant from the plant centre. That's gone into another container or in the ground. So now I make sure that my pot is cleaned with hot soapy water, dried it out, rinsed through and then dried out, and then it's ready for me to plant up my microgreens or sow my microgreens. So along with the pot, and also you can use many other containers, we've put some suggestions in the caption to this video. You'll also need your peat-free multi-purpose compost. You'll need some water, a watering can, and also just some labels just to mark so you know what you've sown and also when you sowed it. So nice and easy to do. Just fill your container with the compost. So not only are the benefits of using microgreens that they're quick and easy, they also have a really high concentration taste. So if you love the vegetables that you're sowing, then you're really going to love the microgreens that they produced. So I filled it just below the top. Then I need to add the water. There's also evidence that microgreens contain a really high concentration of nutrients. So in a more mature plant, you would find not as many vitamins, minerals and fibre as you would in microgreens. So another really good reason to grow them. So I take my seeds, and there's about 40 seeds in here. So I'm just going to split it and sow about 20 in this pot. Now I can sow them nice and close together because the plants won't be growing to maturity. So they don't need a lot of room or a lot of depth to grow. They won't really be competing with each other because by the time they've got sort of 2 or 3 leaves on, they've been harvested and I can grow my next lot. Also, it's been suggested that microgreens are great for sustainability because there's very little carbon footprint. You can also, if you live in a city, you're getting really, really fresh greens from your windowsill. So just a few more. Never put in there. So just 4 more. So I've saved those. So in about 10 days' time, I will sow my next lot. There we go. And then just another topping of soil. So if you look on the back of your packet of seeds, you'll know how much soil to use. And with regards to varieties, so by that I mean, for example, this is a pea, but it's called Early Onward. These Sweetcorn are called Incredible F1. I've got beetroot called Cylindra. Well, it doesn't actually matter about the second word, the variety, because you're not, again, growing these to maturity. It doesn't really matter what the final plant is. A beetroot, they'll mostly taste the same. The Sweetcorn and the peas mostly taste the same. So you can even go for like the cheapest packets. You don't need to worry about that variety. So then I'm just pressing down sort of between light and firm to make contact with the moisture, the seed and that top layer, because that's all the seeds need to grow. They need moisture, they need some warmth, and then they need some light. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this onto a sunny windowsill. You can put it into a greenhouse, a conservatory, as I said, onto a doorstep, and then they should be up within sort of a week to 2 weeks. Grow them on for 2 to 3 weeks, keep them well watered, and then you'll be harvesting your microgreens in no time. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that's inspired you to go to your local gardening centre, to pick those seeds out, to have a rummage through your spice racks and find seeds that you can use there. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Happy gardening!